How's it going, guys? This is going to be our video dedicated to charge management and entropic veil toggling. What do I mean by that? Well, first let's talk about entropic veil, how entropic veil actually works. Entropic veil has two parts. It says increase damage and increase healing done by 16%. How does it actually work? Well, to boost a spell's damage, you have to have entropic veil turned on when you're casting the spell and when the spell completes. If you have entropic veil turned on while a spell completes, you will boost its damage. To boost a spell's healing, however, the rule states that entropic veil must be turned on when the spell hits the target. What I mean by hits the target? When it travels through the air and lands on the target. So you have a grace period of the time where you cast a spell till it actually hits the target and lands. During that travel time is where you want to toggle on entropic veil. Why are we going to do this? Well, max up time. By having entropic veil on as much as possible when the spells land to boost its healing, and have it turned off as much as possible when the spell casts to gain its charge, will allow us to have anywhere between 90 to 100% uptime for entropic veil boosting healing. Before we talk about that, we're going to talk about how to properly keybind entropic veil. As you see, my entropic veil is bound to my thumb right here. Thumb on my mouse. Why? So I could do stuff. So I could do my mechanics, I could move around, I could jump, I can cast spells, I can dodge waves, I can get out of red, and I'm still able to constantly toggle. You see the turbo button? That's my entropic veil. Toggle. By having a keybind that's comfortable and easy to use like this, it allows you to further maintain your entropic veil toggling. This is going to require some people to redo your keybinds, relearn your muscle memory. This is not going to be an easy transition, but it's a transition that once you make, I almost guarantee is going to boost your HPS. So let's show how this is actually going to be done. I'm going to do a simple rotation of a vile spore spam. This is what I suggest you guys to do to practice, just a vile spore spam. You're going to want to be, you see on my target frame here, so my rangefinder. I'm going to get 13. 13 is a good number. 2, 9. Anything closer than 12, 8, 12, 6, anywhere around there is pushing it. It's not gonna happen unless you have amazing latency or something. So let's go 13. 13 is a good rule. If I can get there, we go, 13. And as I said, vile spore spam. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna cast a vile spores. We're gonna let the spell cast. We're gonna, after it casts, toggle it on before it lands, and then we're gonna immediately cast another vile spores. We're gonna turn it off, have it cast, and turn it back on. So let's show what I'm talking about here. Vile spores, turn it on. Vile spores, off, on. Vile spores, off, on. And just keep that pattern going. I'm going to do this for a little bit so you see how it works. And this is how you're going to start practicing. As you see, I'm never going to run out of charge. So that's what I'm talking about by entropic veil toggling and charge management. A lot of times when I see a new Chloro, the first thing I'll say is entropic veil is a charge consumer. And that's because a lot of times I see Chloros that will gain their 100% charge and they're going to hold it. They're going to hold it until a big damage moment, and they're going to use it all the way. What I mean, they're going to let it drain to 0, right? So they say, "Oh my God, big damage is about to happen," and entropic veil on, and we're just going to start. We're going to start using all of our abilities. We're just going to use all of our abilities, let that charge drain, and oh, we're boosting everything. Right? We're boosting everything. We're doing such good HPS. Here we go, and you're almost out of gas. Now what? You're doing less HPS. All this right here, as you're trying to gain that bar back up, you're doing less HPS than you should be. So with my method, which I'm going to do right here, keep toggling it on and off. After that other healer runs out of gas, right, that other Chloro is going to run out of gas any second now, I'm still boosting. This is going to take practice. I suggest everybody goes to the little dummy like I'm on right now. Alright, go to your dummy and just do your Valspar spam and constantly toggle on and off. Get this so you don't have to think about it anymore. A good analogy is like driving shift. Right? You're driving a shift stick, you don't even think about it after you're doing it for a little bit. You're going to make mistakes. I've missed a couple. It's okay. Just keep it going. After you do your dummy parses, I suggest you go do some experts. Go do some dungeons, right? Maybe even go and do some PvP. PvP is a great way to learn how to be a healer in general, and it's going to let you become used to seeing damage, moving around, avoiding people, and keeping your toggle going. And that concludes the video.